get this done, shall we? This is the last video for this aberrant model that I've been doing, but don't you worry, there's plenty more on the way. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it if you don't want to miss any of my uploads. And stick around at the end of the video, you get a nice little video of the thing spinning around so you can get a look at the entire model that we're finished. But with that being said, let's get cracking on. Let's have a look at the paints we're going to need, shall we? So, this is the model, and this is where we're going to be heading for. This is what we're going at the end of this video. As you see, I'll say plenty of times, there's no base done on this yet, or at all. This is a commission piece to the customer. Didn't want me to base the model. He will probably do that himself when he gets this back. So for this video we're going to need a handful of paints, but they are just to tidy up and finish it off. So we've got some lead belcher, we have some Mephiston red, we also have some Zandri dust, and we have some Screamer pink. They're the base paints we're going to need. Oh, and also we got some abberant black as well for the base. Some dry paints we're going to be using is Necron Compound, Tyrant Skull, and Riser Rust. And then we're going to need a couple of shades, well, a handful of shades, Known Oil and Agrax Earthshade as always. We're also going to need some Seraphim Sepia and Carroburg Crimson. Alright, so they're the paints we're going to need. So, and that's the model that we're going to be finishing off in this video. So without further ado, let's get cracking on straight on with it, shall we? Come on. So now we know the colours, let's get cracking on with doing what we were doing at the end of the last video. So, we've done the skin, we've done the armoury bits, and the large areas of cloth, so we need to do some metallics. So what we're going to do for the metallics is a base coat of lead belcher, and that will be the pickaxe and the chain around his neck. Alright. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is pick out some red details, and that is Mephiston red. And these details will be going on some of the cloth, more specifically the band that he has going around his waist here. I will also be picking out nails on his feet, and also on his hands, such as these, yeah. And also I want to be picking out the handle on the pickaxe. To dry and the silver, just before I start doing any washing, I'm just going to grab some Screamer pink, and this is going to be nice and simply just a quick base coat over the model's tongue, I'm just going to leave that pretty much as it is. So, nice and simply. And then we can go into washing. Now, some of these things are going to be washed the same as others, so we're going to do this in stages. So the first part we're going to do is Nuln oil. And the Nuln oil is going to go on the metallic bits we just did, and also on the claws of the model. Crimson. And this is just going to wash the red fabric that we just did. And we're just going to leave the model to dry before moving on to the next one, the next bit. So unfortunately I've had to go back to my narrating days. So we're going to start with some dry paint Necron compound. And excuse me, what we're going to do on this is, as always with dry paint, wipe it on the towel and get cracking on dry brushing all of the metallics that we've just done. And then coming in with some Riser Rust, and this is going to be used on the talons, the nails, some of the horns, just to highlight those up a bit. This is going to go on to the metallics, and this is going to give us a nice dirty look, but it's also going to go on the red of the handle. I skipped with the Nuln oil, I skipped the handle, but now I've done it. That was some Abaddon black, and this is just going to go on to the base of the model. I've said before, there's no basing going to be done on this model, which is contrary to what I would usually do. So at this stage I'm just going to cover the base in black, bring it back to its fresh plastic look, and it's going to help to see the model as it is. You'll be surprised how a dirty base makes a unfinished looking model. And then we're going to come in with Xandri Dust. Now this is going to go onto the skull on that the hand is holding, and we're just going to finish off the final details here, which is the skull and the head. Once that's done, we're going to give the model a little more to dry. When it's dry, we're going to come in with Syrup and Sepia onto the skull of the in the hand, and that's going to give us a nice shade over the dust. Dry, we're going to come in with a Tyrant Skull. And that's just going to go as a very smooth dry brush. I'm using a regular paintbrush here, but it's a really cheap one. Dry brushing will trash your brushes, so it's a really cheap regular brush. I need to find detail to do the dry brushing here, and we're just running that over the details with the Tyrant Skull. once I'm happy that the that's been highlighted, I'll take it off the base, and abberant black will help me just tidy up the base and pull off any bits that kind of dried a bit funny because of the handle, and then just go over straight from the pot, just cut into the base of the model so that we cover up the entire base with black. And that is the model finished. Alright then. So there he is. Stick around to the end of the video and you get a decent shot of what he looks like now that he's all done. Like I said, these videos, I've said in the past, these videos are not like masterclass. They're like how to get nice looking miniatures, nice and quick and simple. And you got a lot of these guys doing, you know, lots of dry brushing and stuff. Gets pretty good result if I may say so myself. So I hope you enjoyed this series of videos. There are plenty more to come along. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you've got anything that you want to suggest, anything you want to say. Feel free, I'm open to having a chat with all of you. Don't forget, if you do like the video, give it a thumbs up, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my uploads. Press the bell button to get notified. Alright. Other than that, you got all of my links to my social media and my various other bits and pieces flying around the internet, so feel free, have a look down there. And don't forget, if you want to help support the channel, the Patreon link is down there as well. Alright, so thank you for watching this one, guys, and